Is it on standby or is it recording? Hey there, this is Joe and welcome to my IGMC 2018 vlog. And now I'm centralized. Yeah. I've just read the official stuff for the IGMC and I am so excited. It's this time around, it's a little bit different from the other years because it's not looking forward for a full game or a full experience. It's rather, from what I interpreted, it's more like it's looking forward for a vertical slice, an idea that's well executed, has good aesthetics, is like impactful, and it draws the judges in. And you know, I'm confident I can do something like that. I don't want to sound cocky, but I think this is more favorable to me than the other times were. And I do have the experience from the other times because I was both too ambitious and I didn't spread my efforts right. On the first IGMC, I made the resonate and I just didn't plan the gameplay well enough. I spent way too much effort doing the graphics for the backgrounds, which were way harder to do than I first thought. So I mustn't fall into this trap this time around. I need to make graphics that look good, but they must be easy to make. They must be customizable. They must be flexible. Those are the things I'm looking forward on my graphics this time around. And my second project for the IGMC 2017 had some other problems, like, ironically, surprisingly, I didn't spend most of the time on the graphics this time around. I spent most of the time on the gameplay systems. I tried to make them work on RM2K3, 2003, 2003, how do you say, whatever, on that engine, and because it just had a new feature coming out, which is that shirt, whatever. Some of my shirts have holes on them, but whatever. I was trying to make use of these new features that RM2K3 had, which was the show picture stuff and everything, and I succeeded in making the systems I wanted to make mostly, but I spent more than half of the development time working on that and debugging stuff, and it just wasn't worth it. Like, it was impressive, like I would be impressed if I had played that being made for someone else, but not for the right reasons. Like, wow, you made something that took a lot of effort to make, but not you make something that is fun to play or that, you know, is substantial. Because I put a lot of effort into the gameplay systems, I put a lot of effort into the graphics. I did put a lot of effort there, although less than into the gameplay systems, but I didn't put effort onto the gameplay. I wanted to get the systems done first. The first thing I made on that game, and it was an experimental and conscious idea, was the first thing I made was the title screen. I wanted to make a game that translated the music that I had at hand. And it worked in the sense that I managed to translate it, but it wasn't a game. It was more of a tech demo that was like really buggy. This time around, I am going to avoid the pitfalls of both other times I tried to make a game. So I must spread out my efforts. I can't put all of my effort onto the graphics or the systems without having a solid gameplay first. And I must make a solid gameplay first. So, like, not in terms of making it, not in terms of putting it onto the system. I need to plan everything. I always like to make this sort of walkthrough, written from a player's perspective, but I never really get to do that. I always seem to be out of focus for it. It's really hard for me, because I have some issues, you know. It's hard. It's really hard. But it gotta work this time. I gotta make it right. It's going to be functional. I am going to pull this off, and because I know how it has to be. And you know, it's not only about the price this time around. The price is a bit less than the other times, I think, because it's 5,000 only. The other times the Grand Prix was like around 15,000. But they do offer support for the I think the different thing in this game, in this event, is that they will offer support in form of a team to reward your game into something that's professional level. So they will hire artists, they hire musicians, they'll hire whatever it takes to polish the games and cover its flaws, make it something next level. That's something they said they're going to do. So even if the price is less, your game is gonna be more. My game is gonna be more. Don't compete. Okay, do compete. I want to play cool games, but I am scared. I'm making this video. I'm giving you ideas. Use them well, or don't use them. I am so conflicted. Whatever. This is the thing. It's a different thing this time around. It's not focused on complete games. It's not like something that they're just gonna take and slap at the store. It's a tap demo. It's a vertical slice. It has to be a complete experience, but not in the same sense that the other times. Like it is a complete experience that showcases an idea. It's not a complete experience, but is the final version of this idea. So that's the structure I gotta take. I have several ideas I want to do through this, and there are some scripts that I had gathered and stuffs that I had made that I could repurpose into this. I'm thinking seriously of which of my ideas I'll work, because there is no theme. You can just take an old idea and rebuild it from scratch. So that is super fun, and there are several things that I wanted to make. A dungeon crawler RPG where you have no protagonist and just really build your party and your skills and everything, but it has to be a really tight gameplay system that is rewarding for the player and that has a sense of accomplishment. So if I were to make that, the NPCs would have to be really strong, and there would have to be a narrative outside of the party that would be compelling for the player. I wanted to make a Star Ocean-esque Tales of thing as well. I wanted to make something involving the RTP, because this helps cut costs. And you really gotta think about cutting costs here, because I don't have, I can make graphics, I can make gameplay systems, and I can make the game. And I can write, I guess. You can see that my English is not the best, because I'm not a native English speaker, I'm Brazilian. But that's the thing. I guess someone called me from the street. I'm going to ignore that. This is difficult. Okay, I can focus. Back at it. Yeah, it cuts costs because it uses assets that already exist. I don't have a lot of music that I can use. Like I know some sources, but using music from the RTP and building onto the already existing lore of the RTP. Like, I would love to reference some RTP games that are out there, like Helen's Mysterious Castle. I cannot literally put her in the game. I can't put her in the game because she's an RTP character, and her name is Helen in the RTP, but I cannot really, you know, infringe on the copyright of the games. But I love building upon the common lore of the RTP, so that should be something fun. I'm considering it. I don't know what I'll do yet. But that's it. That's my post IGMC video. I am really excited. Oh, also I did something really super smart. No, I didn't. I got excited that I was making this vlog, so I thought, hey, why don't I paint the walls and clean up my bedroom, because it's messy right now. So I thought, hey, can I move this wardrobe? And I just tried to move it, and I did this. I fucking broke my window because I wanted to, like, paint the wall, because the wall is really messy, and in the end it's not really gonna be worth the money because we're moving out of here in like 1.5 years or so. But now I need to change the class, because if it rains, and it's gonna rain because summer is coming soon, my bedroom is gonna be a mess. But that's about it. You see, I am not fit for those kinds of stuff. I cannot do that at all. Well, I'm ending my video today. I don't know, the camera is probably out of focus. So, I'm ending my video today, and later when I have an idea and some sketches, I'm going to make the next vlog post. And
Wish me luck. Luck. I wish you luck as well.